lights with J&J. It was he's got a little neon on. I found these. It was what's the Bulldogs glow at the pep rally. So I think these fit my face real well. Bulldogs are coming on the field right now. We got the Ashdown Panthers. I'm definitely taking those off. Got the Ashdown Panthers at Bulldog Stadium tonight. First game of the 7-4A conference. Ashdown's ranked 20th in 4A according to Hootens. They're 2-2. They've on a 2-game skid coming in. They beat Hamburg and D Queen, and they've dropped the last 2 to Hope and Idabel, Oklahoma. Bulldogs are going to continue to be at the bottom of the rankings after an 0-4 start. We've been hit with the injury bug. We've talked about that all year. We're without quarterback Noah Patrick tonight, without running back Joseph Rogers, and without running back Logan Young. So we're pretty thin.
But we do have someone coming back today.
We do have somebody coming back. Kaysen Davis, that's a bright spot. That's in my notes as well. 6'4", 200. Kaysen had a decent showing last week. Just a couple snaps, got defensive recovery, fumble, took a little pitch on the side, went up the sideline. So it's exciting to see him back. I talked to Coach White this morning. He's going to start him on both sides of the ball. So he is in for the real deal. We've got to, it's going to be vital to control the clock tonight. Make sure that we don't put the ball on the ground. I know that makes Coach Twiggs' job hard up here, recording fumbles and penalties and all those things. And so we got to do a good job of cleaning that up. Kind of an interesting breaking news kind of thing this week for Ashdown. Ashdown, everybody expected junior Darnell Williams committed to Ole Miss, running back. I heard Wednesday, 2 days ago, that he quit the team. And so he is no longer with Ashdown. I believe he transferred to Texas High and Texarkana. So that's an interesting matchup. Coach Richardson, Matt Richardson at Ashdown, been there a while. He referenced that last night, the junior high game. And so it would be interesting to see kind of what they do going forward with that. They're full of playmakers, so I don't know if that's going to slow them down too bad. But they do a great job, much like our whole conference. Speed's the name of the game. And so they're sideline to sideline. They're really good. Number 5 quarterback, Grayson Porter Sr., 6'1", 190. He's good at getting the quick screens, zone reads. They run the ball zones. They throw some screen routes. And I believe number 1, he's not on my roster, but I believe that is Ty Marks taking the place of Williams, who's departed. And so I think Marks will be number 1 tonight, and he'll be in the backfield. He's explosive as well, 5'10", 185. And so we're ready to tip off. We're going to go down to the field and catch the action.
Tip off. Getting a little excited for basketball.
Tip off, kickoff.
I got in trouble for calling it a 4 last week, so.
You hold me accountable for sure.
Has the ball teed up and ready to go for the Bulldogs. Back deep to receive for Ashdown's number 4, Antonio McDuffie.
Onside kickoff to start the game.
Number 9, Coy Williams. Ashdown will take over first.
Ashdown's going to have great field position to start. About 47-yard line. You guys send me a quick text, let me know, make sure we're coming through nice and clear. For once, we got our stuff set up in plenty of time. Knock on wood, haven't had any issues yet.
You had to say something.
So that means something's going to mess up very quickly.
Had to say something. Had to go a little hick there for
quarterbacking for the Panthers tonight,
someone
number 5, Grayson
Porter. Porter under center, kind of a tight look. They love to go on 2. It's going to be number 1, Marks. Matt spins off the tackle in the backfield. It's going to pick up 8 yards on the carry.
Marks. Making the stop was number 24, Sam Ayler. For the
made it through, just didn't make the tackle.
24, Sam Ayler come over to make that stop.
And about 7 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Second and 2 to pick up for Ashdown. Handoff's going to be in around Marks. Got a convoy ball. Good job by Morris.
Blowing up the blockers there.
It's going to be short of the first down marker. That's actually might be illegal to go low on the initial block, but it was not called there. Referees or officials for tonight's game is referee Alan Crossland, back judge Kyle Urban, umpires Steve Hamlin, head linesman Sean Lane, and line judge Scott Klomfus.
All right, Bulldog fans, it's third down. Let's
Third
make
and a
some
very
noise for our
short.
defense.
This is when Ashdown and Coach Richardson really likes to go on 2 or a silent count. Keep that defensive line guessing. Handoff Marks. Trying to find a hole, breaks through. Comes off a few tackles. Going to be drugged down by Kason Davis.
That's 3 handoffs in a row.
13-yard pickup on the play.
Jason Davis makes the stop for the Bulldogs. First down, Ashdown. Ball spots at the 27-yard line.
They do like to get the ball up and rolling as fast as they can. Chains are just getting set and they're ready to go.
We're going to take it, handoff, same play over and over and over from Marks.
If it's working.
Ty Marks carries over the right side.
Being very patient, following his blockers. Picks up 7 yards on the play.
28 Hondo Grano makes the stop for the Bulldogs. Gain about 6 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 4.
Second and 4. Similar formation. Be interesting to see if they've got Marks the, 6th consecutive carry. It's going to be a pass, straight drop back slant. Intended target's 8. It's going to be caught. Bounces off a few tacklers. One receiver route right there. Number 8, Braden Walton on the reception. It's going to be a first down for Ashdown.
Nice quick pass. Good delivery.
6-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Panthers.
A little slow there on the coverage.
How tall is Walton?
Well, give me just a second. I can probably find that out. 6'3", 180.
That is a big receiver.
Marks is going to walk into the end zone. It's going to be 6 points
Number 1,
for
Ty
Ashdown.
Marks on the carry over the right side. Touchdown, Ashdown. Marks goes from 6
Walton,
yards
we
out.
didn't see him last year. He actually broke both these arms. Went through several major surgeries. Coach Twiggs, you know anything about having some metal in your arm or anything? But catches that slant pass, picks up the first down before Marks eventually punches it into the end zone.
Gonna go for 2. No extra points here.
Play clock
There's
down
a
to
big
10.
fullback right behind him.
I don't know if he's set long enough, but that's going to be Ziegler, 32. Hayden Ziegler is going to walk into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. It's going to be 8-0. You're watching Bulldog football, Walden Bulldogs TV.
McDonald's of Waldron, proud supporter of the Waldron Bulldogs. Come on in, as we have completely redone our lobby recently to support all our Bulldogs that come in before the game, during the game, and of course, stop in after the game. We offer all kinds of different discounts through our app. You can get it through the drive-thru, come in the lobby, or order takeout. Our hours are Sunday through Thursday, 5 a.m. to 11. Friday and Saturday, we're here till midnight. We love our Bulldogs, and we welcome you in. Fly the W.
We're all ready to go though.
I appreciate you guys texting me and letting me know you could not hear us, which I think you could. It just wasn't.
I can hear it just fine.
There you go. I jinxed myself. Didn't have my mic all the way plugged in. And by all the way plugged in, didn't have it plugged in at all. Bulldogs, it's interesting to see. We've got Cole Bailey under center.
Oh, this is new.
Interesting. Quarterback keeper around the right side. He's got a running lane. That was Levi Brown, excuse me. Levi Brown. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, I like that. Anything that picks up a first down, I like that.
Cole Bailey, 5'8", 170, is set to be the quarterback. Looks like he's back in center, under center now. Had about 2 days of practice to get ready for this moment. As I mentioned, Keegan Lynch and Noah Patrick both sustained injuries. Noah's going to be out at least this week, maybe potentially next week. But right there was Levi Brown on the carry. 5'11", 175 junior. Quarterback follows Cole Bailey, met. Picks up just a yard on the carry.
He's brought down by number 53 for the Panther defense. Colton Rowe gained a 1 yard on the play. Second down at 9.
Kind of went a wildcat set that first play and shifted a guard over and a tackle over and just went student body right and picked up a first down. 8:15 remains here in the opening quarter. 2nd and 9. Coach White will be real meticulous with clock management tonight. He always is, but I think tonight with some injuries, the quarterback spot will be extra important. End around, Kason Davis stiff arms the first guy. He runs through, gets a first down there on the ground.
All right. That's what you like to see. One of your guys coming back off injury is to attack unafraid.
I love it. And he is he's been itching to get on the field. Tonight is his opportunity. Let's just pray that he stays healthy. It's always good when it's 1st and 9. There we go. We're going to move those chains on the other side.
Appreciate the help over there.
We'll take it. Not sure why the game clock not going. That's going to be a 1 yard pickup there on the toss to Davis on the right.
I think they're going to give him 2. Of course, when Davis falls down, it's an extra yard.
Absolutely, it should be. 6'4", 200.
Just a little guy.
You can definitely tell who his daddy is when he's walking around. Gosh, we're going to have lots of time to talk about how many times I beat you at pool today with all this downtime between plays.
How many did you win today?
How many times you beat me? I'll wait.
How many times?
Cole Bailey, quarterback follow, drug down immediately, trying to get through that gap. 3rd and 5. We'll say 6. 3rd and 6. Ball advanced to the 34-yard line.
Preacher said 5. So we're going with the preacher.
Hallelujah. Couple of games to keep an eye on. Malvern, which is the Dogs' opponent next week, is actually an open week this week along with Mina. So both of those coaching staffs are here watching the Dogs and Ashdown play. Toss left outside. Levi Brown gets a good block from Kason Davis. He's got a first down. Big pickup on the play.
Is the ball out?
There's a fumble.
I do believe there was a fumble on the play.
Ashdown recovers.
Looks as if Ashdown was there to recover.
Oh,
that
rats.
fumble.
Getting excited. I was using all my fingers to count how many yards he got there on the pickup, and the ball must have squirted out at the very end.
Do you believe Ashdown recovered that
Had
ball?
some life there moving the football, though. We were real meticulous and slow about how we approached it. Very intentional. Promising first drive. We just need to get the football back right here. They've moved Marks onto the other side of the formation. It's going to be a timeout, Waldron. Some issues lining up defensively. I believe Coach White and Coach Sykes calls that timeout. Let's give a shout out real quick to Noah Patrick and Macy Owens. They both qualified for the state golf tournament. So they had their district tournament, I believe, last Monday at Chamberlain Country Club. Noah finished 3rd individually with a score of 76, which is incredible. Eagled the first hole. It's actually, we got a video of it on YouTube. Eagled it on the first hole and ended up finishing the day 4 over. He was pretty banged up from the night before. Injury, has a ailment with his right arm a little bit, some tenderness with his right arm. Comes out and shoots a 76. And then Macy Owens, Coach Brian's Mace. She stepped up. She's been itching. She's a 3rd-year golfer for the Bulldogs, and she has been itching to get to the state tournament. She's put the work in, and she did a very good job and qualified for state. She finished 3rd or 4th. Noah finished second individually, and Macy might have finished third in the qualifiers. So they both earned a trip to the state golf tournament.
Macy said that even more exciting than going to state was that she beat her brother.
Yes. Coach White's frustrated. Porter dropped straight back.
That
Throws
should be
the
a pick
football
right
in
here.
the air. Lofted great coverage right there from Cole Bailey over the top from the safety spot. Coach White saw something pre-snap he did not like. Not sure what it was, but it is second now and 10 after the timeout. Macy's State Golf Tournament is Tuesday the 26th. She's going to go up. It's at Cherokee South in Highland, or Cherokee Village, Arkansas. And then Noah's will be October 3rd.
In case you want to know where that's at, it ain't near here.
It's almost Missouri. Handoff. Marks cuts it back against the grain, runs into his own lineman, stood up, dragging his feet, finally brought down. 4-yard pickup on the play. 3rd and 6. Boy, Coach Brian, if you could get a negative play or a short yardage play right here,
Set up in good field position.
I think you're really making Coach Richardson elect probably to punt. Now, if it's manageable, if it's 3rd and very short, I think he might go for it. But big stop right here for the Bulldogs if we can get it.
I don't know, only being up one score. You do get stuff that's within the 30-yard line. That'd be tough, especially with the way we moved the ball last offense of the series. You got a slant pattern open on that other side.
Porter under center, puts the guy in motion to me, handoff end around. Got a running lane.
He got it though.
Pursuit. He's going to have a first down.
Got it.
15-yard scamper. Right
Then
there
some.
for Antonio McGuffey, number 4, around the right edge.
Michael Ward. Cole Bailey also in on that stop. McDuffie carries and has enough yardage for another Ashdown first down at the 41-yard line.
Good pickup right there. It'll be 1st and 10. Chains are moved. 4:43 remaining here in the first quarter. Very tight formation. Handoff fullback. Ziegler, he's going to be stood up, drugged down.
Aiden Allen.
Was that Aiden Allen? Absolutely. Aiden Allen got a hand on it.
Who else is going to stop him in his tracks?
And then Morris and Ayler come up to finish him off. 2-yard pickup on the play.
Wish we had that one play earlier.
We could have just held on to that football.
Walton is a good-looking receiver over here on that left side.
We were real close to being offside. It's going to be handoff McDuffie.
Good.
Good tackle right there at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him about 1.5 yards.
Garrett Morris.
Garrett Morris flies to the football. I know Bob Reinhardt there also on the pursuit, as well as Kason Davis. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6, balls advanced to the 46-yard line. This is when they love to give you the hard count, try to pick up the free 5.
The double hut.
The double hut. I think if I yell real loud to watch the football, they'll hear me.
I'll hear you. Slant pattern. Looks like it's going to be covered on this side.
They're checking a receiver. We need our safety walked up just a little bit. I'm expecting to talk to him. It's going to be delay a game. Nope. Timeout. Ashdown. Coach White's motivating. Coach Hawkins Hudson is coaching up Caden Rogers there on the sideline. Take a quick word for some of our sponsors.
Proudly supporting the Waldron Bulldogs, Heritage Memorial Funeral Home and Crematory has been dedicated to serving Waldron, Mansfield, and the surrounding area since 2008. With 4 funeral home directors and 2 full-time in-house embalmers, our staff can assist with all aspects of your funeral and cremation needs. We are proud to be the only full-service funeral home in Scott County that also provides on-site embalming and cremation services and on-site monuments. Whether you need our services immediately or are interested in pre-planning for the future, we are here to serve your family during the most difficult time. Heritage Memorial Funeral Home, creating healing experiences because we care.
Here we go, big big opportunity right here for the Dogs. Watch the football.
You got 2 guys on this side now.
Our safety is playing very deep.
You got one in the slot on the other side.
Inside coverage now, inside eye coverage now from Rogers on the edge. A little bit of a cat and mouse game.
Mm-hmm. It's always a good thing when you got to make the quarterback
They're
check.
acting like it's pass. It is going to be a straight drop back, tight end dump. He's going to catch it right at the first down mark. Reinhardt there on the coverage gets a first down.
Man, 2 third downs this drive.
Number 3, Caleb Blankenship there on the reception, 6'3", 210. He has started at center the last couple of years, transitioned to tight end. That's every lineman's dream, I think, to go from center to tight end. 2:43 left here with a new set of chains. Hey, I'm okay with a bend, don't break mentality for the Bulldogs. Keep everything in front, grind it out, eat the clock up. Handoff, marched around the right edge. He stopped in the hole.
Didn't gain a thing.
Goes to number 1, Ty Mark. Stopped immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Good job, good pursuit right there.
Nate Allen there to make initial contact for the Bulldogs.
They say he gained absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Boy, they have a lineman down there, Wyatt Jones, 6'2", 265. He looks like the real deal down there, and they're running behind him several times. Dog sniffed it out right there. 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Play clock.
You caught it before I got you. Oh, my gosh, what a hole.
Oh, man. McDuffie.
Oh, good stick.
Great open field tackle from Cole Bailey. First down.
I don't know who we were covering over here. We was playing catch instead of grab.
Boy, that was a very fortunate tackle in the open field that had disaster written all over it. Porter under center is going to hand it off McDuffie. Misdirection, good job right there, good pursuit. Caden
About
Rogers
3 yards,
stop.
maybe 2.
Sam Ayler has such a nose for the football. He runs sideline to sideline. That misdirection got some of our linebackers on the wide side of the field, but he did not bite.
Sam's only a sophomore.
They're redirecting. They've got Walton there split out wide.
Looks
Really
like he's
good opportunity
looks like he's
for
by
slant.
himself.
They're going to press up coverage just a little bit.
They're going to run it again.
So route, pressure in the backfield.
He's got a
Porter's
hole.
gonna tuck it and run. Hits the edge, breaks the tackle. He's going to be tackled. Cole Bailey and Kason Davis there, or Sam Ayler, excuse me, there on the stop. Good coverage on the wide side of the field by Steve Durano. Forces Porter to tuck the football. Picks up a first down on his feet.
Good coverage there. Just unfortunate we didn't get to him.
40 seconds left here in the first quarter. It went by quick with the clock from both sides, really.
Lots of running, not much passing. And there hasn't been an incomplete pass.
Marsh is going to take it, gets forced back inside, breaks the tackle. Cole Bailey there covers the field. Tackles and brings it down to the 4-yard line. It's going to be second and goal.
Cole Bailey making a good tackle there for the Bulldogs. Hit him out the 4-yard line. It'll be second down and goal for the Panthers.
30 seconds left. It looks like 10 seconds on the game clock. This might be the conclusion of the first quarter. Can't tell if they're getting to line up a play or not.
I don't think they paid attention to the actual game clock.
They did not get it off in time. So we're going to step away. Bring you a quick word from some of our sponsors.
Throw the perfect party with KC Treasures Bounce House Rentals. From foam parties, water slides, bounce houses, cotton candy machines, and snow cone machines, to tents, tables, chairs, and more. They specialize in providing everything you need to throw an unforgettable backyard bash or corporate event. They set up and take down all their equipment too, so you can enjoy your events stress-free. Book your party rental today. Go online to kctreasures.net, or you can find them also on Facebook. KC Treasures is also a big supporter of our annual Dog Days Festival held at the Bulldog Stadium. You may have seen them set their obstacle course and slides up for us for that big day. We appreciate their support and fly the W.
We're back here. It's going to start the second quarter. Appreciate everybody tuning in. As I mentioned, we kind of have a two visiting squads here watching us, but a sneaky good matchup in 3A is number 1 Boonville hosting number 13 Hackett. Boonville remains at number 1 despite dropping their last 2 games, only being 1-2 on the year. Hackett's 2-1. I still think Boonville's going to be too much for Hackett, but it'll be interesting to follow that one as the night progresses. Second and goal from the 4. Porter's going to take his time. That's almost a delay game. Got it off 1 second. Gets hit in the backfield. Kason Davis. Ziegler on the carry.
Ward.
Ziegler, excuse me, on the carry. Michael Ward.
His helmet came off.
Michael Ward's helmet come off, so he's got to take a moment on the sidelines. Good stop right there. It's 3rd and goal. You've already seen they went for 2 on the first possession, so they're going to have 2 snaps at it. We need the ball on the turf or something. Walton split wide.
Big Aiden Allen to bust through there.
Handoff Marks, puts his head down. Hit at the goal line is going to be in the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown for the Panthers. 14-0, 11-17 left here in the second quarter.
Starting the second quarter, we've had 3 possessions.
Two from Ashdown, 1 from the Bulldogs. That's absolutely correct. Once again, going to go for 2. Straight drop back. It's going to be a slant. Handed off behind. Did he hand that off behind his back? Two-point conversion is good. 16-0. Coach Twiggs working hard, gets us some stats. Got 35 yards rushing by McDuffie on 4 carries. Marks already has 50 yards on those 9 touches, and then he's 2 for 3. Throwing the football for 26 yards is Porter. Frederick Hunter kicks it off. Will be fair caught by Branton Mick at the 36-yard line. Coach, we've had an icky day of weather for the most part. It feels like a football Friday night, though. It's cleared up a little bit. Kind of a little bit of crisp, cold air tonight. Low 70s here.
Definitely feel it coming through the one cracked window in here.
I can feel it on this air vent right behind me. Put Levi Brown in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it on the midline. He breaks off a few tackles. 8-yard pickup there from Cole Bailey. You talk about gut check. We've had guys step up all year long, really. We've had weeks we've seen Noah Patrick take a big old chunk of carries. We've seen weeks Logan Young's done his share. Levi Brown's had big weeks of carries. Cole Bailey. So it's a lot of heart and fight in these guys as conference play gets started. Got a couple scores. Ozarks on top of Berryville already 22-0. Mansfield was up early 20-0. Westport three possessions into the game. Quarterback's going to keep it. Somehow breaks through and gets a first down. Gosh, dog, I think he might have crawled between that fella's legs.
Kind of makes you worry some when he's leading it with his helmet.
We need to hold on to the football. and take this second quarter time to march our way down the field. 1st and 10. The only thing about taking our time like this is I don't get to see Coach Merrick do his signal dance on the sideline as frequently.
Like you said, a lot of people playing new positions.
There's 2 motion. Thank goodness. Thank
Whoa.
goodness. We had
I'm not even certain anybody knew where the ball went.
We had 2 guys in motion and we snapped it. And it would have been a definite 6 points for Ashdown if it wasn't a pre-snap penalty. Woo.
Being an Arkansas fan, we're kind of used to pre-snap penalties.
Not going to talk about it yet. Not going to talk about it yet. It's going to be a Q counter. Gosh, what a tough run.
Lots of people standing and watching.
Gets 3 yards there. Takes a couple shots.
Your guy's fighting. You got to fight with him.
I think that was Q counter. Takes his read step and goes kind of to the opposite guard. Robert Reinhardt's going to take a breather. Lucas Nix is going to come in, replace him in the backfield. Appreciate Evan Owens running the live stream camera for us tonight. We told him if he didn't beat Macy in the district tournament, he had to run the camera, and so he come up and did his duty tonight. Kason Davis in motion. Going to be end around. Levi Brown kind of sidesteps through.
Still ripping at that football.
He's going to pick up 2 yards there. It's kind of a slow developing play in the backfield.
You looking at 2 downs, or are you looking at a down and a punt?
I think it really depends on if it's manageable or not on the 4th down. Boonville's already on top of Hackett, 19-0 in the first quarter. Mansfield's added another score to make it 26-0 in their matchup with Westport. Motion from Brown. He's going to reset. Play clock's down to 9.
I believe it's their homecoming too. Ours coming up
Davis
later
in
this
motion,
year.
toss right. He's got some green grass. Good kick out block. There's going to be a flag on the play. I believe that's going to be holding.
Right side, making the stop is number 28, Tatum Johnson. There are penalty flags on the play.
I don't know the guy that went pursuing after Davis, but he was about a foot shorter.
He covers some ground, though. I'm waiting on the call.
But he was quick.
We're talking to Ashdown's coaches, so that they're gonna
Denying
decline
it.
the penalty. Let's see what the call is. There's lots of confusion. Holding's going to be declined. Then they move the football because the sideline official told them that it was going to be at the 3rd down stick. So Coach Richardson's probably going to change his mind if it's a 2-yard pickup. I don't know. Wouldn't think 3 yards would make your difference, but
I mean, if it's 7 to 8 yards to gain, and it took us 3 possessions to get 8 yards, knowing we don't have a quarterback who's been playing quarterback.
very true. Here's my deal. It's a holding call. Do you want it or not? It shouldn't take this. It shouldn't be this difficult to.
Well, at least they ain't huddling up and discussing every single thing.
No, it's a conversation between where he wants the football there or where he wants it. You take the penalty 5 yards back and replay 3rd down, or if you want to decline it, ball on the 50 or 49, and we played for 4th down.
A good chance to go get you some popcorn.
Still haven't decided what we want to do. Holding. Yep, we've already called it.
I don't think it took this long.
They're going to accept it, so they're going to change their mind and go ahead and accept it.
Say, I don't think it took this long to decide on the Louisiana Purchase.
So it's still going to be 3rd down. I don't understand why that was so difficult.
Well, I know that the holding penalty was about the 50-yard line. Was it not?
They threw it about the 47, I think.
Okay.
So you're right. It should have come from the spot of the foul and not from where the ball was spotted. So it still was incorrect.
Making the stop was number 53, Colton Rowe. Gain of about 2 yards on the
Surely
play.
you're putting.
I would think so. 4th and long. Walton back to receive this kick along with McDuffie. Interesting to see who's in the punt formation. Can't tell who that punter is, can you? Is that Fielding? There was contact. I wish he would have
Yeah.
fallen down. It's going to be
Ball.
muffed. Oh, we quit pursuing the football.
That's what happens when you jog down.
We quit pursuing the football.
Golly.
He did. McDuffie. McMuffied.
So stupid. He's been making dag jokes all day.
Oh, gosh. And I'm free, you know.
He's so proud of that one.
Gosh,
He's
dog.
going to talk about that for a week.
You and Coach Twiggs forget how funny I am. I got to remind you sometime.
Just looking, funny looking.
Okay, let me recoup myself here. 1st and 10. Grayson Porter's going to stay under center, really tight formation. It's going to be straight drop back. Walton's
Oh,
gonna
get
be
him.
intended pass. Pressure.
Oh,
Two
my
guys in the
gosh, somebody
backfield,
gotta
three
get him.
guys in the backfield. 4 guys in the backfield, and he picks up positive yards. Man,
Oh, my God.
he fell off. 3 guys, 4 Bulldogs. Here we go. We've been there a couple times in the backfield.
I
3-yard scamper.
think he had to go check his pads for Vaseline.
We fell off 2 or 3 of them.
I think he graciously just fell down for us.
2 receivers to Porter's right, or left, excuse me. Straight drop back. He's looking, more pressure in the backfield. 2 Bulldogs there. Missed tackle on the sideline. He's going to get out of bounds.
I'd get out of bounds too. The guy that was right there was Aiden Allen.
2nd and 5.
On 2 scrambles.
2 pursuits in the backfield. We just flushed him out of the pocket, and he picks up positive yards.
Got to break down and make that
I
tackle.
believe Morse come off the edge and just was
You-
anticipating him kind of keeping it in the middle of the field. And
You
got
make the
bounced
first
wide.
one, you're 2nd and 15, 2nd and 16.
I think you really dictate what they do offensively if you do that.
Yes. Now they can do whatever they want to do.
Coach White, delay game, delay game, delay game, delay game,
Oh my gosh.
delay game.
Somebody's got to see it.
Good howdy.
It's
It should be the back judge throwing that flag.
Coach White ran from the 40 down to the other 40.
Now he is quick, but he ain't that quick. It drew my attention to it, seeing him run down the sideline. So he's not. I mean, he's animated, but he doesn't get on the officials a whole lot.
But it's like, hey, dude, you got to notice.
Of course, they're saying they couldn't see it or whatever, you know, but it's supposed to be the back officials' call.
Well, it's kind of hard to see. The letters on there are about 3 feet wide, 2.5 feet tall.
3rd and 9 after the walk-off penalty. 2 receivers to Porter's left. It's going to be
Go
rolling
get him.
left.
Go get him.
Pursuit. He's going to be flushed. Briar Allen there on the pursuit. He's going to have first down. He's going to cut it back to the midfield, break some tackles, falls forward on the 38-yard line. What a scramble. He's had 3 of those. 3 good quarterback runs there from the backfield.
Had one in the drive in the first quarter that got him down to about the 8-yard line. So when you make a play on him, if you don't make the tackle, he's getting away.
5:15 left here in the second quarter. Need a stop.
No.
It's Going to be handoff Marks. Bounces it wide. Good job stringing it out. Just fell off 2 tacklers to get stood up by Lucas Nix and sat down by Lucas Nix.
And then got helped back up by Lucas Nix.
8-yard pickup, 7-yard pickup there on the play. Coach, and I might be wrong. You guys watching on live stream, I'm sure, will critique us, but every time Marks goes to that split back, it's not a dead tee, it's a split back, but he's offset to the left. He always comes back around to the right. They have that fullback as the lead blocker. I think Coach White was signaling us to kind of shift, our linebackers to shift to this side. See, now he's in the opposite side, so he might be going to that wide side of the field. And he does. Going to take off, cut back.
I think you're paying attention.
Gosh, dog, good pickup right there. They put 2 hats on our defensive tackles and did a good job opening up that hole for Marks. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Let me hand off back around, same formation. Marks is going to take it. He fumbles the football. He fumbles the football.
Bulldog football.
Cole Bailey recovers that football. We needed it. We needed it. We needed it. 3:56 left here in the second quarter. A little bit of life here in Bulldog Stadium. Sorry about getting a little bit animated on there. You guys just turn me down or mute me or whatever.
They probably muted you a long time ago. Oh, he's standing up now.
Here we go. Cole Bailey back under center. 3:56. Ball on the 10-yard line. Reshifting. Levi Brown in the Wildcat. He's going to take the snap, go around the right side. It was the first play of the game, and they're not fooled this time.
Blow right through the line. Even though they weren't fooled, you can't let the guy go right past.
5-yard loss on the play.
He had a lot of blockers out in front. If we'd have made the initial block,
That would have been a good time to have that kind of counter to that look you gave him to start the game. Maybe get all that influence and do something back.
or a screen pass, something quick. I know he's not used to throwing the football, but something short that can get some positive yards.
3:15. Clock is running. Bailey back under center. Put Davis in motion. Is going to be tossed to the right side. He makes the first guy miss. Good pickup there. 8 yards.
Good hard attack. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Good block on the right edge from Caden Hunt.
Third down a little bit better than what it was.
Still going to be
Just about every one of those guys going after Davis are hitting him low.
real slow getting the play in. Down to 10 seconds. 2:25. Bailey's going to take the snap. Going to keep it. Going to try to outrun him to the left edge. Falls forward. Does a good job. Probably got 3 yards he shouldn't have got. Timeout from Ashdown is going to stop the clock. I was wondering if they're going to call one or not. 2:09 is what's on the game clock. It's going to be 4th down. You got decisions to make now. We're going to step away real quick. Appreciate you guys watching some Bulldog football.
Arvest is a proud supporter of the Waldron School District and Waldron Bulldog Athletics. Arvest is happy to continue the decades-long standing tradition of the Knox Dozier Memorial Scholarship and the Arvest Basketball Classic. As you walk into Waldron Arvest, you'll be welcomed by familiar associates who are ready to assist you with finding financial solutions.
It's like a small town community bank, even though it's much larger than that.
When they talk about experiences, I talk about Arvest.
We're back 4th and 6 from the 14-yard line.
2:09 left to play.
We're going to say that's the 16-yard line. So maybe 4th and 5.
What are you doing, Coach, right here?
We're in the punt formation. I really like the hard count. Really like the hard count. It might give you a free down.
I think they're going to try to run it to that right side.
We did. We gave them. That's a snap infraction. We gave them the hard count.
Penalty flag on the play.
The center did not snap the football.
Don't think we were listening in the huddle.
Y'all's going to be a senior penalty against the Bulldogs. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
We are not very deep as a punter. So pursuit, you've got to block. You got to put a hat on a hat, block, get this off.
Quick punts, they got to be high.
Live for 2 minutes of defense. They're bringing pressure. He gets it off. Shorty got hit again. I wish he'd take that contact. It's going to roll. No return on the play. Going to be out of bounds. The 39-yard line where Ashdown's going to take over 2 minutes on the clock.
I watched. Go ahead,
Marks
Coach.
already has 70 yards on 11 carries. I could see him getting some touches right here. And Porter's 2 for 3 with those 26 yards passing. So I think it's Mark's time. You got 1 timeout, 2 timeouts if you're Ashdown. 2.
One, I think. Then they called one on the delay, and they called one on our 4th down.
So they've got 1 remaining. So that might dictate what they do as well.
But
See,
you got single coverage over
this
there on your big
formation,
receivers.
They've thrown out of it so far.
Send 2 streaks.
They're going to keep it around the left side. Pursuit. Garrett Morris almost got to him. Fullback, the intended target. Man, that offensive lineman was pretty far down the field, but he might have been in that. He's about 5 yards downfield. He might have got away with that wiggle room.
I know this. Walton was downfield.
I think he was a decoy, though. He was running away from the roll. I think the whole design was for Ziegler to be the intended target.
But he was able to get behind. You can see his speed there. Kind of runs out of frame, but
Also had Blankenship, the center/tight end, open.
they'll probably run something similar here, I'd imagine.
It's going to be a passing play. It's going to be a bubble screen, and he barely hangs on to it.
There's a
Sam Ayler, we did not get off a block out there. He's going to stay on his feet, breaks every tackle, and he's going to outrun the
everybody
Bulldogs all the way down.
Looks like he scored.
To the end zone, touchdown.
Play comes over the right side. It was number 4, Antonio McDuffie carrying the ball, and he's going to go all
We've
the
never
way
had a play that long that's not resulted in a
Some
holding.
kind of penalty. That's what I was about to say. There had to be some kind of flag, but there was nothing. The block on the outside by Walton was,
Sprung him.
I'm fairly certain, pushed him wherever he wanted to push him. Interesting formation here. I believe they're going to run it to the right.
I would think so.
Tim Tebow jump pass.
We're going to keep it around the left. They're going to shift all those guys in motion. He's going to walk into the end zone. 24-0, 1:39 left here in the opening half. We'll take a word from our sponsors.
ABC Printing and Signs has a variety of services to offer. We have a full line of brand name, team, and corporate apparel customized to fit your needs. Looking for a fundraiser? Give us a call today. Don't forget to team swag. Set new trends with your organization's needs. Want to finish that look with some custom-made decals? Yes, we do that too.
Yeah. Having trouble there, Coach?
Always. 56 on to punt, Frederick Hunter. Or on to punt. On to kick. 139. He's not shown a real big leg, even in warm-ups when I was watching him. So he might put this one on the ground.
I think he is a little bit off there. Walton was about 1.5 feet in front of the football.
Got a head start. Let's move him back a few feet, yards.
Kid with his speed doesn't need a head start.
Gosh, he is a good-looking fella.
He looks like a college receiver.
False start against Ashdown there.
They've had their share of them.
He's bigger than half the guys I see in college.
They sent Shamar Esther to the University of Arkansas last year. We watched him play against the Dogs.
35-yard line for free kick.
A little bit. They're going to switch kickers. Must be their deep kicker.
They are all inside the numbers. He gets an onside look. It's going to be recovered right at midfield. That's
Yeah, pretty good position.
decent for us. Sam Ayler's going to recover it. We don't have much explosion.
I'm kind of in agreement. What we were talking about in one of our breaks was getting back in that wildcat formation, kind of doing a double hut and then running a counter out of it.
Some sort of counter action to it. It was a really good concept. They snuffed it out that second time. Quarterback keeps, breaks through the line of scrimmage. 2-yard pickup. Fumbled down. That clock's going to continue to run. Second down.
Cole's been squeaking through different places.
Yes, he has. A little bit more urgency with Coach White getting these plays in. 1:20 on the clock. Toss right. Kason Davis
Man,
gets struck down in the backfield.
he catches the pitch, and there's a dude right there on the block.
He hasn't went motion a ton pre-snap, so that might be a read that outside stand-up end's doing a good job. Number 99, Landry Patrick.
Corner's way outside the plays over
He's
here.
going to keep it quarterback. That's a good call. Gets stood up in the hole. 3rd and 3. See if Coach White's going to take a timeout or not.
Fourth.
Oh, 4th down. Then no timeout.
No timeout. Oh,
He's going to tell him to huddle up.
he may, because
He might run the play clock down. There'll be 3 seconds.
Yep.
Maybe throw one up to the end zone. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea unless they intercept it and return it to the house. You're going to...
I kind of agree with the play. Who ran it here?
He's going to take a timeout with 3 seconds left on the game clock. 2 seconds left on the game clock. So it should be the final play. Interesting to see. We got we're going to talk some volleyball at halftime. We'll bring you some more area scores. We're going to get to see the band and the cheer do their thing out there before we get the second half started. Shout out to the Booster Club for providing us our new Booster Club elected officers. Booster Club providing us with our live stream set up. The best money can buy except for the commentary. You're just stuck with us. We ain't saying we're any good. We're just the best you got.
For right now.
Well, I ain't getting no better. So I've had lots of practice.
So there is 2 seconds on the clock when they come out. So enough time to run one play. Whew. Looking at some area scores, and Ozark is doing what they want to do against Berryville.
Walloping.
42-0. Halftime.
Second quarter. Yeah.
Or I guess just before halftime.
It's going to be a double pass. Grano's going to try to throw it. He's going to be hit in the back. I think our offensive line forgot to block.
He was hit on the windup.
I'm not so sure any of them guys knew what was going on. So it's going to be halftime. 24-0 is the score. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back, bring you some halftime interview. Okay, halftime interview. We said we're going to talk about volleyball. We got a double dose here. They got their Coach Bailey. That's Coach Bailey. You see crawling on the floor right there behind us. She waits, I guarantee you, every week until we sit sucker, and then she gets out behind us. But we've got their glow themed shirts on today. But I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Named Sadie Espinoza.
She's going to have to speak up.
I'm Avery Self.
And they are volleyballers. Junior,
Sophomore.
junior,
Sophomore.
sophomore. That's close. I feel like I've been around them ever. Sadie's been annoying me for a long time. I used to call this one Rufus or Bojangle or something back in the day, and so I'm just getting tired of them. I guess I jumped the gun on their eligibility. So you got a big week this week. You've got 3 volleyball games this week. I know we go to Ozark Monday. Then what do we got after that?
Dover and Lamar.
And you've played Lamar already once this year. It was a close ball game. I think we beat them.
We did.
Maybe second
Yes.
game of the year or something,
Yes.
something like that.
Mhm.
Haven't played Ozark yet, but I know they're having a good time in the 1-4A, and we're in the 7-4A in volleyball, and so it'll be a good matchup. All non-conference this week, and they're currently tied for 4th or 5th, somewhere in there in the standings, and so the big one is Magnolia. We got Magnolia, a doubleheader. That's who we're kind of tied with. Top 4 seeds go to the state tournament. There's no district, there's no regionals, and so those games, crunch time is going to be big time for these ladies as they come down to the end of conference play. So I told them they couldn't say themselves, but somebody that stepped up for the Volley Dogs this year, somebody that you as a teammate have been appreciative. So who you got, Sadie? Give me somebody.
Haley Valdez. She has done an amazing job at stepping up and hitting the ball.
She's a sophomore. She plays libero. No. She used to play libero.
She's
Give me
usually
something,
a
Avery.
front left.
Okay, front left. Well, it's same thing. Haley Valdez, that's a good one. Who do you got for me, Avery?
Erica Brothers. She's
Erica.
been doing really good the last few games, stepping up for us.
Now she plays middle. Outside.
She's been going front row for me.
Okay. I'll keep guessing. I won't get them right. But okay, so there's two good ones. I know both of these ladies. If I asked some other people on the team, they'd probably said these 2 names. And so it's exciting. They had a big junior high win last night at Mena. These ladies got a big win at Ashdown. I believe, was that Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in there. Tuesday, maybe, at Ashdown. Got a conference win. They're just looking at me like I'm dumb. My 2 daughters do that as well. But the real burning question, and Sadie's itching to answer this one, but deer season's coming up. So these ladies have been talking about what their plans for deer season. They won't give me any secret spots, but what's the plans? You guys seen any on camera? You got your stands up? What's the deal?
Well, my brother-in-law has set up some cameras down the pasture, and we've seen some. Jesse D's.
Jesse D's brother-in-law.
I've not really been looking. Me and my dad aren't real good hunters.
Oh, her dad's always out there. He probably doesn't feel like spending his free time out there. So, okay, well, we twisted their arm. We got some volleyball talk, barely out of them, but they gave us a few shout-outs to some teammates. So you guys catch some volleyball action on Bulldogs TV. They got 3 games this week, and then they're back to conference play next week, especially that Magnolia game. That one's circled on the calendar. I know Coach Scantlin's ready for that one, and so that's an opportunity with these non-conference games to get fine-tuned before that Magnolia game. So appreciate you ladies coming up here, and fly the W.
Yes, sir.
We got second half coming up.
Paw Prints, we're local. We're owned by former Bulldog Parker Cox. Paw Prints is your one-stop shop for your apparel and decoration needs. We offer screen printing, embroidery, graphic design, several other services. Your order can be met with low minimums and fast turnaround time to ensure your satisfaction. Visit us at 298 East Main Street or give us a call at 479-207-3851. We're here to serve. Go Bulldogs and fly the W.
Come see us at Atlas Coffee Company, a proud supporter of the Waldron Bulldogs, where we offer a wide selection of hot and iced coffees, teas, and lemonades. We also offer a lunch of homemade soup of the day and paninis, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. with free delivery inside city limits 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Go Bulldogs!
Okay, before we get the second half started, we got fifth quarter at the First Baptist Church directly after the game tonight. I don't know what a duct tape war is, but that's what they're going to do. So it's going to be a good time, free food, some door prizes. So you guys get a chance to get out there. Getting ready to start the second half here. Had some good things in the opening drives before we fumbled it. Looks like Frederick Hunter kicks this football away. Fair caught.
Why are we fair catching?
By Cole Bailey. Some interesting scores I caught at halftime. Charleston, who's 0-3 on the year, but played a brutal non-conference schedule in Ozark, Nashville, and Elkins, is wearing Greenland out 44-7. Boone was on top of Hackett 25-0. Ozark advanced 50-0, still in the second quarter of that one over Berryville. So those are some interesting ones. It's going to be a shift. Kason Davis is going to be the quarterback. He's going to take it, go around the left side. We forgot to block.
I think that's an important part of football.
I think that's in the Winning Football for Dummies book, 101, page 1.
Block the guy in the other uniform.
Hat on a hat, baby. We did. We had a numbers advantage and just forgot.
And when you miss a guy, find another one. There's another one somewhere.
Most of the time there's 11 of us and 11 of them on the field. Be a fake toss. Quarterback tries to keep it off the counter step. Met in the hole immediately.
Linebacker read that really well.
Really well. 3rd and 10 is the down and distance. Appreciate you guys staying with us on the live stream. Had two super energetic volleyballers on the live stream. I could hardly get them to quit talking. Davis back in motion. It's going to be.
Oh my gosh.
My goodness. Oh my goodness.
Gobbled up.
Turnover. Holy smokes. I'm going to have to watch that replay to see exactly what happened. It happened
he
so
read the
quick.
snap count. He had to have.
The nose tackle jumped on our quarterback's back before the linebacker.
Oh my gosh.
He even got the snap. And the ball shot about 7 yards upfield and recovered by Ashdown. Holy smokes. It's not a good start. You have 3 plays there on that open drive, and 2 of them we forgot the lead
Rule?
The lead block. I'd rather you get a penalty than
let your quarterback get smoked?
Yeah.
We ain't got that many more choices at quarterback.
Porter's going to straight drop back. Lots of time. Pursuit. Oh, my gosh. Breaks a tackle off the backfield. Makes another guy miss. Lucas Nix swallows him up like a corned beef sandwich after a 10-yard scamper on the play. 9 yards on the play.
I think you were forcing that one.
It didn't feel natural. That's for sure.
Had to swallow that one hard.
He did wrap him high and
I wish he would
tussled him down.
Help his team learn how to do that too. We have hit him so many times in the backfield for no loss.
He's done a good job of, really we've done a good job covering, and we just can't get him down in the backfield. Motion from McDuffie, tossed outside, great block on the edge, great cut. I think those are what cuts are supposed to look like. 24, Termel Williams there, great kick out, and then the great cut for McDuffie, put his foot in the ground and get vertical for the first down pickup. Motion. McDuffie once again on the carry, almost dropped that football. On pursuit from Morris.
Same exact play, just the other way. If it ain't broke.
Don't fix it? Is that what you're going to say?
Well, I was hoping you'd finish it, but I kind of left it there for you to...
Well, teed it up. My fault. I could almost see, with your lack of hair, your brain almost literally see it working inside your head, but just nothing was moving, and so I went ahead and finished it. Porter's going to be under center. Ziegler directly behind him. More pressure in the backfield, more broken tackles from Porter. Golly, he took a shot, fumbled the football. Fumbled the football, recovered by Ashdown.
He took a shot.
Yes, he did.
He goes number 11. I couldn't tell the number, though.
Garrett Morse there.
Was it Garrett?
With the big shot on the quarterback. He did fumble it. I don't know who up on the fumble. First and goal from the 3. Straight drop back. Porter's going to throw it. Walton.
Dropped it.
Dropped it in the end zone.
Kind of a low pass.
Walton, the intended receiver.
Low pass for your 6'3" receiver.
I think I'd throw that one up.
Let your playmaker make a play.
That's what I tell Twigs when we play basketball. And just throw it to the rim. Let me go get it. Let the big dog eat.
Do we have trampolines and ladders nearby?
8:32. Clock will be stopped on that incompletion. I bet we see this to the right side right here from, nope, quarterback's going to keep it, walks in untouched to the end zone. Grayson Porter's done a phenomenal job running the Panther offense all night, making plays out of pressure in the backfield. Ashdown's going to stay on the field going for 2. Porter's got 7 carries for 72 yards. And I think maybe 1 is a designed run, maybe 2. I don't remember any of them except for that touchdown run right there being designed runs, so the rest of them scrambles.
That's all scrambling.
It's tough. 10 yards a pop, scrambling the football on busted plays. He's going to throw that one up.
Was off by a lot.
He threw it to the back pylon. Some pressure right there.
I think they're just trying stuff in their playbook at the moment.
I believe that was Kylan fielding there at the corner spot on that defense of Walton. Porter is 3 for 6 now for 39 yards. 65 yards, excuse me, on the football thus far on just those 3 completions. Big chunks of plays there from the senior. He's also listed as a member of the baseball team. According to this, he throws 90 on the mound.
That ain't very fast, is it?
That's touching the gun for sure. He's got a little zip on his spiral. We haven't seen a ton. We saw it that first play on that slant route. Hunter kicks it off. He's going to let it bounce. Kason Davis is going to take it off one hop. He's going to go the wide side of the field. He's got some speed.
What
really
a open field tackle.
Really good pursuit.
And he's feeling it.
From 28, did a good job. Tatum Johnson there wrapping him up on that stop.
Tatum Johnson's hurting.
He doesn't look real big. I'm trying to find his measurements. I'm not seeing them. Oh, 6 foot 170. There's, oh, that's Trammell, excuse me. I don't know how tall he is, but he is filling that tackle.
Little Reggie Fish.
On the junior. Cole's going to keep it once again, trying to make a play happen. Drags forward a couple yards. Levi Brown hobbling a little bit. Cole Bailey was looking at his wrist over here on the sidelines. 2-yard pickup, 2nd and 8. 8 minutes left here in the third quarter. Bailey takes it, hands off to the fullback immediately. Good host of blockers.
Tackle was made from behind.
Really good tackle right there from 53 for the Panthers. Colton Rowe. Reinhardt on the carry. That was a potential for a big play and a really good stop there from Rowe at that defensive tackle position. 3rd and 5. Gosh, we need a first down. We always need a first down, but I feel like we really need something to go our way.
Getting a little momentum.
Brown in motion. Hand off. Guys in the backfield. 2-yard loss. 3-yard loss on the play. 4th. Now and 7. Coach, I'd be interested to see what our average yards per toss. I know it's not good tonight, but I don't know on the season thus far what that might look like. Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. 4th and 7, play clock down to 5. Going to get the play off. It's going to be a pass, and he is thrown down. They brought the pressure. Immediately. First down and 10 for the Panthers. Ball spots the 39-yard line. Gosh, just a whole bunch of them there in the backfield before you can even realize what's going on. Interesting spot to go forward as well. 6:15 left. Panthers have really good field position on their own 39-yard line. Porter's going to drop
Oh, he's
back.
wide open.
Yes. Throws a strike to the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown from Walton.
I don't think he made his 5th step before Walton was standing on the 5-yard line.
That had to be a broken coverage because I don't feel like our corner went. Our corner did not go. Our corner stayed. And our safety didn't get there in time. Not sure if that was by design or not. 36-0 is the score. 2-point attempt. Porter's going to stay under center. That's
There's a false start.
That should be the line official throwing that, but he did not. Whitehead threw it.
I don't think he's paying attention.
I know you don't have to be set for very long, but I feel like they're really close. Snapping that hand on the ground and then snapping the football. I bet this is Mr. Tymark's time. It's going to be play action.
Wide open. Overthrown.
That was that play from earlier where they kind of clear out the corner and safety and try to throw it to the flood concept with the backside tight end and the fullback.
Yeah, because
the ball side.
he just caught a 40-yard touchdown, so you're going to cover him.
True. Very true story. We're going to stay here. 6:11 left in the third.
Sportsmanship rule will be in effect. But we do have some score updates.
Rogers on top of Southside, 17-0 at half. Southside's had a good year thus far.
Kind of been unusual as years of late.
Darnell's taken one on the chin from Shiloh Christian, University of Shiloh Christian. Hope is on top of D-Queen, 49-0. That is a common opponent for Ashdown. Muffed kickoff. We're going to fall on it. I am not sure. What was going on with any of that, but somebody got pounced on late on a loose football. Pea Ridge on top of Prairie Grove, 14-0. Ozark on top, 50-0 at half against Berryville. Pottsville and Mayflower, that's a conference game. Mayflower's kind of been a surprise team in 4A, projected not to finish very good, and I think they're 3-0 on the year. Pottsville and Mayflower tied at halftime, 7-7. Hackett trailing Boonville 39-0 at half in what we called kind of the game of the week. Sneaky game of the week. Handoff, fullback, nothing doing. Just a straight dive play from the Bulldogs. Mansfield still on top, 26-2 over West Fork.
Interesting score.
It was 20-0 very early in the game, and now it's 26-2. I think they both had some bye weeks already, and so they should be rested up for their conference to start.
You know, you and I have discussed the importance of playing difficult non-conference opponents and making you better for conference, and that's exactly what Charleston did, and they're making a example of what that does.
Absolutely, 44-7 over Greenland in at halftime as well. High toss outside to the left. Caden Rogers there run the football, breaks a tackle, gets hit out of bounds. There's going to be a flag. Late hit out of bounds.
That was, I don't know if that was late or not.
He had already hit the out of bounds, I think, on the sideline, the white. Sheldon Thompson there on that pursuit of Rogers. Rogers did a good job breaking the tackle in the backfield. Just kind of bounced off two guys. We're going to walk it forward. Should be a 15-yard penalty. Coach Twiggs has breaking news. Ashdown has more penalties than the Bulldogs.
Really?
That has not happened.
You had to say something.
Gosh, 4 years, 5 years in a game.
You had to say something.
Really, really tight formation from the Bulldogs. It's going to be Grano in motion. Quarterback's going to be dragging. Pulled his britches off. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Pull those britches up, Cole. Keep turning those legs.
You kind of hope someone just steps up to help him. Push some people around.
That nose tackle was there in a heartbeat.
Which shows the importance of a nose tackle.
And of wearing underbreeches. Grano in motion, going to take the toss on the outside. He's got some wheels if we can get to the edge. Good block on the edge. He's got a first down. And smoked on the sidelines.
That was a collision.
Whoa.
That just picked up a lot of yards.
And a first down. That's the first carries of the season, or not of the season, but of a while. Steve Grano there on the toss. Hit the edge. Good block on the edge from Caden Hunt. And then got smoked out of bounds. Caden Rogers going to take the toss off the left side. Comes through a missed tackle. He's going to be forced out of bounds. That's another first down.
Ooh. Rogers kind of limped there for a second.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the third quarter.
12-yard line. He carries and has enough yardage for another Waldron Bulldog first down.
First and 10 from the 12-yard line. Coach White's going to take his time getting this play call in, let some of these guys catch their breath. Man, I appreciate these guys just stepping up and playing with a lot of heart.
2 big plays. Let's see if we can get a third one.
Put Grano in motion. Handoff. Lucas Nix.
Go, Nix.
Rumbling.
Was it rumbling, bumbling all the way from Bates?
From Bates, America. Rogers is going to take a break on the sideline. We appreciate Keaton Davis, first responder, kind of do everything. Community members going to check him out on the sidelines. Appears to be a cramp, but never for sure. Down to 63 seconds left here in the third quarter. Cole's going to keep it around the left side. He's going to jump into the end zone. Touchdown. Bulldogs.
All right.
I'm happy if anybody scores, but I like to see Cole getting an opportunity right there. Had to workload the whole night thus far, getting to punch that one in himself.
3 yards out in for your Waldron Bulldog touchdown.
Bulldogs going to elect to go for 2. It's going to be tossed outside Grano. He's going to beat him to the edge. It's going to be a two-point conversion for the Dogs.
All right, Grano. Like to see that speed on the outside.
Did a good job. I love the fight they're staying after it. I mentioned a little bit at halftime, but big win for the Volley Dogs in junior high last night against Mena. Junior high kind of let Mena slip by the first time here at the WAC and didn't play her best game. And
it was early in the season for a conference game.
And they got complete redemption last night, kind of come out and wore them out.
Did very much. Kirsten Hall and McKenna Williams really stepped up at the net. Did a real good job for the Volley Dogs.
And then our 7th grade footballers, they ran all over Ashdown last night in that 7th grade action. Junior high had a nail biter once again. Opportunity late in the game to tie the score up. Had some whistles and didn't go our way. Guys continue to battle, fight through adversity. I really appreciate them. They'd already had one conference win against Mena last week. They almost got another one last night. They will be in the football stadium next week, so come catch some junior high action next Thursday night here. They take on the Leopards of Malvern in junior high, so that's a really exciting group. A lot of tough-nosed kids on that junior high group. And as I mentioned, the 7th graders have done a great job thus far this football season, really taking to this offensive. Coach White, he's done a good job 7th through 12th of installing his terminology and his philosophy across all areas of the program.
The third quarter did end, and so it is the fourth quarter. We're kicking off into the fourth to start the fourth.
That is Felipe Lamone kicking. Pretty good kick for somebody that doesn't normally do it. Ball's going to roll around a little bit. It's going to be fielded. McDuffie. He's going with Kylan Fielding. Got the Jets turned on. Come on, Kylan Fielding. Gosh, he needed about 5 more yards and he'd have caught McDuffie, but McDuffie takes it to the house.
Antonio McDuffie can go all the way in for the Ashdown touchdown.
He made a few guys miss the middle field, fielded it right at the 20, so it's an 80-yard take it to the house return. That happened so fast we didn't get to go over Waldron's stats. So Cole Bailey's up to 38 yards on his 12 carries. Kason Davis and his returning premier, 23 yards, 6 carries. Levi Brown's got the 19 yards on 5 carries. Ashdown's going to go for 2.
Just going to push right behind the quarterback.
Walk into the end zone, makes it 44-8. Robert Reinhardt has 2 carries for 5 yards. Caden Rogers 18 yards on his 2 carries. Grano's single carry got that 15-yard first down pickup. And Lucas Nix has the 9-yard scamper as well. We've only attempted to throw 1 pass. He got ate up immediately in the first quarter, or the first half, excuse me. So not much doing in the passing game. I really appreciate these guys stepping up all over the field.
And they're kind of kicking short, and as the way Grano's running to the outside, you kind of like to see him kick it to him. Give him a chance to try to do something in space.
Run to our side a little bit so I can see it a little bit better. Third quarter ended, so we got to holler about the Hogs. There's not a whole lot to holler about.
Not after
letting them off the hook. Fielded right at the numbers. Puts her head down.
Gets a few extra yards.
We're going to start at the 43-yard line.
Number 25, Branson Mick.
But we let BYU come out and push us around a little bit, literally on an offensive line.
74,000 people in the stadium.
At least. You didn't hear me? You didn't hear me on the... You guys watched on TV. Coach Brown was sitting next to me. Coach Twiggs heard me on TV. He said he could pick my voice out yelling. But no time to lick our wounds. Yes, pun intended. Because we're going to LSU. Death Valley. Night game, 6 o'clock kickoff on ESPN tomorrow.
You going?
I'm going to sit this one out. First and 10, 43-yard line. Toss outside. Branson Mick on the carry. He's going to pick
7 yards, 8 yards. Oh, you're going to mark him short.
Right at midfield. Just shy of midfield. Good scamper.
We got a brutal conference schedule coming up with the Hogs. Lots of away games.
Bad stretch. Yeah, we don't play another game at home until the 21st of October, so in a month.
Basically basketball season. Good stutter step. Great stutter step behind the line.
A little bit of life right there. I like to see it. We do. We go. We have
LSU,
Mississippi State on the 21st at home, and then we play Purdue in basketball on the 28th. So we literally a week before basketball season starts, we're playing our next home game.
You going to that game?
The Purdue game? Absolutely. I will be there. I'll be at Mississippi State game as well. First and 10. Big run right there from Grano. Handoff. Is that Reinhardt that got stuffed? Yes. 1 yard pickup. Good job from the nose tackle.
Just got some information that LSU has an 88% chance of victory, according to who made that statistic.
Well, I hope they're wrong. Muff snap. Cole's going to grab it anyway. It's supposed to be a toss. Ends up keeping it. Good job running behind blockers. Falling off. Blocks. Gosh, dog, what a scamper.
I like that from Grano. He just keeps going and keeps blocking. That's what it's supposed to look like for a lead block.
That was a busted play, timing issue on the snap, supposed to be a toss. He ends up just keeping it. Really good job making something happen for a guy who's not played quarterback. I actually had to dig in my archives a little bit, and he took snaps as quarterback in one game in junior high. In a very similar situation, we had quarterbacks out, and Cole stepped up. He's done a heck of a job tonight. Toss left, Garano cuts in, cuts out, makes a guy miss, falls off a tackle. We found something. We found a little bit of lightning in a bottle there with Garano. That's going to be just shy of the first down.
And
Second and 1.
One thing I'm liking about him is he is making guys miss before they get to him. Like, he's making them second guess the direction he's going. That's what you're supposed to be doing as a running back. It takes those pitches.
You guys have heard us talk about Grano's before. Gabino Grano was a really good running back for us a couple seasons ago. Good track star. I believe there's 3 Granos on the field or on the team this year, and it's not slowing down. There's a whole bunch of them coming up. Motion, handoff, Lucas Nix. First down pickup on the play. Coach, he was carrying that like you carry your tackle box down to the creek at Bates.
First down and go to the Bulldogs. Ball spots at the 7-yard line.
5:10 to play in this game.
Coach Brian will bring you some volleyball action this week on Bulldogs TV. I think I've got Mondays, actually.
You have Mondays.
You might need to remind me Monday.
At Ozark.
At Ozark.
Got some family in Ozark.
Tossed outside. They brought pressure. They read that. He makes the guy miss anyway. Grano's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown.
All right, Grano.
44-14 is the score. Coach Twiggs, what's his average? 4 carries, 41 yards. I can do that. A little bit over 10. A little bit over 10. See what I did there?
Barachi.
Gosh, he's been explosive.
I say Grano left or Grano right.
Lucas Nix almost got in. He's going to be pushed back short of the end zone. No good on the 2-point attempt. We're going to stay here. You guys can catch the action next week at Malvern. We'll make that short trip down the highway to Malvern.
I think Malvern's ranked, what, first?
Yes, number 1 and
in 4A.
Not close. Defending state champs. They also have the state's leading rusher in all classifications in Jalen Dupree. He had 894 yards coming into tonight's matchup and already has, I believe, 8 scores or 7 scores.
800 yards in 3 games.
900. Almost 900 yards in 3 games. So he's done a good job. I watched
he can scamper a little bit.
I watched them play a Texas team week 0. I can't remember. They played at Washita, but I watched that one. He looks to be in mid-season form. Felipe Lamone kicks it right to the sideline. It's going to be fielded by McDuffie.
There he goes again.
Right around that outside.
Man, he is fast.
He's going to take another one to the house.
That kick is returned by number 4, Antonio McDuffie. He goes all the way in for a touchdown.
There's a really... Oh, no, I thought that was a flag. That was a kicking tee. Bouncing down the sideline. It was unfortunate he angled to the sideline and McDuffie was the guy sitting there.
Yeah, he moved with the ball. I mean, if I have a guy as electric as him, I'd be sticking him where the ball's going too.
You wouldn't be sitting up here talking to me, I'll tell you that.
No.
McDuffie has touched the ball twice on special teams and has 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's a pretty good
There's a guy back in college.
70 yards.
There's a guy back in college named Holiday, if you remember him. He averaged 1 touchdown every 2 touches in high school.
I'd give him the ball more then. I'd call more touchdown plays. Let's check on some area scores. Greenwood up big on half against Van Buren, 34-10. Harrison on top of Farmington in the third quarter, 20-14. Ozark, 50-14. Berryville's put 14 on the board in the final quarter of play in that one. Pottsville on top of Mayflower, 21-7. Fourth quarter action there. Arkadelphia all over Nashville, 30-6. Arkadelphia is actually 0-3 coming this year, but they have had their way with Nashville as of late. Charleston's still on top of Greenland. That one hasn't been updated in a while.
They're definitely taking their time on the kickoff.
Mansfield adds another score to make it 32-6 over West Fork. Bobbled kick. Ashdown's going to recover that one. Thank goodness there's only 20 seconds left in the game, because when it rains, it pours.
It'll probably won't be a snap.
I sure hope not.
No, Ashdown's lining up on the 50 to do the handshake.
Looks like the conclusion of the game.
Ashdown's going to take the victory on this game tonight. We'd like to thank you folks from Ashdown.
Okay, so conclusion of the game, final score 52-14.
Saw a lot of good out of Grano and Cole Bailey tonight.
Really good at it. Really, the guys that played for us played with a lot of heart. We eliminated some errors that we've had in the past.
Not many penalties today. Only had 3.
Ashdown looked human for the most part early in the game, especially that opening drive, trying to match that opening score from Ashdown, which that was their easiest drive of the first half, probably on that opening one. You're marching down the field and you give up that costly turnover. I think we had 2 turnovers on the whole night, and so that unfortunate break right there, that probably changes the mentality going forward. Especially if you can tie the score up there early and gives your kids a little bit of life. But some stats for Waldron: Cole Bailey with a tough 58 yards on 13 carries. Kason Davis 23 yards on his 6 carries. Good to see him back on the field for the Bulldogs. Levi Brown 19 yards on his 5 carries. I know he come up hobbled there on one of those carries late, so that might have been the night for him. Robert Reinhardt 6 yards on 3 carries. Caden Rogers 18 yards on 3 carries, and then Grano, as you mentioned, come in, picks up 10 yards a pop for 41 yards, and then Lucas Nix with the 13 yards there. We only attempted the 1 pass, got hit in the backfield, and so we cleaned up our penalties a little bit, had 3 as you mentioned, and that says a lot to me when you've got a quarterback in there who's not traditionally leading it. Mm-hmm. And there's more emphasis, and we had to slow down a little bit. I think that's going to be a recurring theme now that we're in conference, of making sure we're running a play every 20 seconds or 25 seconds of the play clock. And so the guy, I think tonight for Ashdown, was the quarterback. He made everything happen. Grayson Porter had the 70 yards rushing. As we mentioned, really they're all scrambles, broken plays. He makes guys miss in the backfield. And then he had 4 completions for 104 yards on those 4 completions. I probably could complete a couple passes to Walton, Braden Walton out there on the edge.
He could probably outrun your throw.
6'3". Well, I'd have to start it early, that's for sure. But once he got in a rhythm, they kind of took over. And so some good things, as Coach Bryan mentioned, but we got a lot of work on. We got Malvern next week. I can't really recall off the top of my head who we got after that, but we've got time to build back. I believe Cole Bailey will probably still be under center next week. And then we have homecoming after that, so we got Little Rock also. It's a non-conference game. Man, that, if you can show growth next week in a few areas you didn't have tonight.
Come in homecoming.
Little Rock Hall hasn't got a win yet this year. So it'll be a good opportunity to get that. You get some guys back healthy. One guy I think we're really missing is Keegan Lynch. He's versatile. He can play running back, receiver, quarterback. Defensively, can cover some spots, and so just not having that depth. But I do think you found kind of a diamond in the rough in Steve Grunwald tonight, so maybe he can get some more carries going forward. You got anything to add to that, Coach?
No, just one guy you didn't mention for Ashdown was McDuffie. He's kind of their do-it-all, everything. Had those 2 big kickoff returns, and I think he played good for Ashdown tonight.
Had just on the 2 special teams touches, had 140 yards and 2 scores, so he made plays happen. Once he got in a rhythm carrying the football there too, he made guys miss, and so he's definitely explosive ball player. I think Ashdown's going to be just fine with their recent transfer that left the team, and so they're going to be just fine going forward with those playmakers. Coach Richardson does a great job over there, and so as always, fly the W.